Hey YouTube, this is a Groovin' Chick. Today I'm going to show you how to make chocolate plastic roses. And they are beautiful on the top of a cake, on the top of a cupcake. They are so pretty and they're really simple to make. So first it starts out with chocolate plastic. And the way you make chocolate plastic is by mixing 2 cups of chocolate chips, and you can use any flavor you want with a 1/3 cup of K-Rose syrup. And I will do a video on how to do that in a few days. But we're going to start out. Now you need cold hands to do this. And what I like to do is keep me a baggie of ice next to my work surface. And just occasionally I will put my hands on this baggie. And I also found that by using an egg tray to put my chocolate roses in as I do them, that really helps to keep the leaves to hold their shape. Now you start off by just pinching you off a piece of your clay after you've made it, your chocolate plastic, and just working it up till it's soft. And then pinch you off a small piece, and you want to roll it into a ball and then just form it into a cone. You want to make the bottom flat, kind of like a Hershey Kiss, and point it at the top. And then just set that aside for just a minute. Then pinch you off another piece of your chocolate plastic, and you want to roll this into a ball. Then you take your thumb and you mash it in the palm of your hand till you form your petal. You want to form one side of it thinner than the other, and you just mash it, and then you pick it up and you can kind of play with it just a little bit till you form your petal. But you don't want to play with it too long because it'll get really soft. Then you pick up your cone and you lay it on top of that, and you just wrap it around that. And it's soft and pliable, so you can kind of pull it, and you want to cover that cone completely. So there we go. And don't worry about how thick the base gets, because you're going to cut that off later. And we're going to set that back down. Now, we're going to start again, and we're going to make another ball. We're going to mash it again, and we're going to work it until we've got another petal. And pick up our cone that we've made, and we put one side onto our cone, and we leave the other side free, because as we add additional petals, we're going to wrap the petals into the prior petal. So we're going to leave that petal loose. So now we're going to make another petal, and pinch off another ball, roll it, mash it again in our palm. I take it and just work it with my fingers till I get the thickness that I want. And like I said, I don't like to overwork it because it gets so soft. And then I pick up my cone, I lay this petal on top of the other petal, and then I wrap it around my cone, leaving my last end loose again. Now this time I can start working my petal back just a little bit and curving it to get a little curvature in my leaf. And then I set it again. Now form another ball. And make your petal. And lay it on top of your petal prior to, and work it around. Now if this is going to be a bud, then you only want to add 3 petals. So at this point you would stop and you would just work your petals down, and that would make a pretty bud. And you would just take your knife at this point and cut your base off. But if I want to make this into a rose, then I'm going to add a few more petals. So let's make another petal. Let's make another ball. Mash it into another petal. It's really simple to do. I pick up my rose and again I lay it into the prior petal. And wrap it around. And leave the end loose again because I'm going to put my next petal in there. Okay. And make another ball. Mash it. And you just continue making petals till you get as many petals as you want. Lay this on your prior petal and bring it around. And as you get your petals done, you just start working a little curvature into your petals. Now, I like my egg plate because it holds my petals in place. Now this is a completed rose, and what I want to do this time is just cut the base off. I take my knife and I just go to the bottom and I just cut straight across, and that will make it set prettier on my cake. So now I have a nice pretty rose that will sit nice and flat on the top of my cake, and it's beautiful just to cover the top of your cake with these beautiful roses. So there we go. There's how you make chocolate plastic roses. Until the next time, this is the Groovin' Chick out.